How's that to start a video? We got a GO train going by, heading to Union Station. As the sun just came out, it was raining on and off earlier. Another crappy day here in Toronto, even though the sun is back out, and hopefully it'll stay like that. And hey, what's up, y'all? Boys and girls, Alex here. Today's Sunday, May 25th, 2025. And it is around 5:48 p.m. 12 degrees Celsius. So the high today was like 16, but because of the on and off rain, which was so annoying, oh my god, I'm so freaking tired of the rain. But hey, guess what? It stopped. The sun's out now. And yeah, we're here at the intersection of Logan Avenue and Dundas Street East. Once again in the Riverdale neighborhood, right on the spot. I'll tell you why I ended up here. But thank God the sun is back out. It was, you know, I woke up this morning to sunlight, and then the rain came in. As soon as later when I went downtown, I hung out with Sapan. This weekend is Doors Open weekend, and many of the city's cultural and historic sites were open to the public for free. So today we went to Old City Hall, Osgoode Hall, and New City Hall, and it was a great time there. Got to hang out with Sapan and check out the attractions. I really liked Old City Hall, especially because, you know, that building opened in 1892, I think, around then. And this was Toronto's first city hall until the new city hall opened in 1965, where we went, and we went up to the observation deck. We also went to Osgoode Hall. Stunning architecture inside. Very, very beautiful. So we had a good time. But unfortunately, it was just raining on and off. Very depressing weather. Again, we've been getting a lot of freaking rainy days last week. If only the weather would get so much freaking better. But hey, at least the sun's back out now. So, and by the way, this here is the GO rail corridor. You saw a GO train going by, and this here is going to be this is literally where the Ontario line trains are going to run, line 3, because for a short part of the line, the tracks are going to run alongside the rail corridor, spanning, I think, 3 stations, including Gerrard, Riverside, and East Harbor. So as you can see, they're hard at work here. And then the nearest station around the corner would be, as I just said, Gerrard. In fact, we're going up to Gerrard Street. Now, how did I get here? Well, so I just met up with Henry, Liam, Vasily, Eddie, and also a viewer that I met for the first time. His name is Navin Dat. Came from New York. They're all going for Mexican food just around the corner from here. I decided to pass on that. I'm not really one for Mexican food, but I decided to spend some time with the boys. Is that another train? Yes, it is. It's another train coming by. Let's see. Let's see what it is here. Oh, it's a Via. I noticed all the trains here have been going slow because of all the construction, right? They're going to be doing a lot of construction on the Ontario line for over the next few years. And again, I'm really looking forward to seeing the Ontario line coming to life, even though, you know, it's built by the freaking Ontario government, and they can never get their shit together. But we're not going to talk about that. Finally, the sun is actually out. So again, I was just with Henry had just finished an 11.5-hour long stream. Sapan also just finished his own. In fact, Henry was earlier in Scarborough, and then he walked all the way downtown. And then they met with Navin, and then they told us that Navin was going to be picking one of us up. And then also Vasily and Liam. Vasily came in his truck. Well, actually, it was a rental truck he used for it was a company rental, because, you know, he I think he works with a company or something. I'm not too sure, but yeah, he does drive for work. Again, there's Oh look, there's one of the industrial buildings I passed on Carlaw Avenue. Just like I did. Was that last week? Or yeah, I think it was around 2 weeks ago I did that. Now we're coming up to Gerard, as I just said. I don't know why I don't know why the hell I'm repeating myself. So I decided to jump in. I decided to hop into Vasily's truck. Henry and Liam came along as well. And I decided to make a video showing what it's like to drive around downtown Toronto because it is such a freaking hassle on weekends. And Vasily's kind of used to driving downtown. Normally he goes along like Lakeshore, Queens Quay, and Yonge, but not Queen Street. We had to turn around. We had to make a U-turn as we were going west along Queen towards University because so much traffic. And then we went up to Bay and Gerard. And then we had to make a detour because of a freaking coach bus that was blocking the intersection. And that was because it got into an accident with like scaffolding. And that reminded me at the time when the 19 Bay bus encountered a similar fate. Here's a 506 streetcar. That's looking west. So now it's a lot nicer than it was half an hour ago. And the rest of the gang is right inside, I forgot the name of the place, but it's a Mexican restaurant. And I was just walking along here 2 weeks ago. Again, the Riverdale neighborhood is a very underrated part of town. Beautiful homes here in the somewhat east end of Toronto. And there's Carlaw Avenue. Now most of the street is just residential. So it's pretty quiet around here. And also I got a haircut, so but yeah, it was a pretty eventful drive, getting stuck in traffic and witnessing a little bit of shenanigans on the road. I mean, again, driving downtown is such a hassle. It's not every day I make car ride videos. I have a playlist of some of them I've done with mostly with my cousin Andrew, Sapan, and now Vasily. Here's Simpson Avenue. I did a walking video on this street almost 2 years ago. And you guessed it, I'm going to walk up to Danforth Avenue and then Chester subway station, and then I'm going to head home. And eventually we got out of the traffic. We went back onto Gerard, and then everything else went smoothly. Wish you luck, because I didn't want to say this until now, because Vasily was bringing up, getting different types of licenses and stuff like that. Well, I'm actually going to be... although I'm reluctant to actually drive, I'm going to take a driving test on Wednesday. Then my dad's going to give me some practice and experience. So I'm going to be getting a G1 license. So essentially, that's like the permit, the thing. I think they used to call it a learner's permit back then. But either way, I'm a little bit of a newbie at this, so it's going to be interesting. But I've already talked about why I feel so, especially as an autistic person, why, I feel so anxious to drive. But, I'm always going to be a transit guy. But, if you want to, take things a new way, go for it. Even Vasily was giving me some advice. The multiple choice questions are kind of easy. And also, for licenses, like he said, for certain jobs you do need to have a driver's licenses or have an extra ID or something. Vasily drives for work, so that's how he did it. And especially he can, when you visit if you visit a different place, or you want to, or like what Johnny does, right? He doesn't drive, but he only drives, he rents a car if he's driving to Niagara Falls or the suburbs or elsewhere. That's what he does. And that's kind of the same thing Vasily does as well. So again, thank you to Vasily for the advice and also for getting me over here. He's a good driver. I guess the truck I just rode in was a Chevy Silverado. Not bad. It's a spacious truck. But the last time I rode in his truck was actually his own. It was, oh man, it wasn't really that spacious, but I felt a lot more comfortable in his rental truck. Oh, look at that. The light is just coming on here. Nice. Okay, I don't know if it's... Okay, as much as... I know it might be beautiful, but unfortunately, though, the freaking glare, though, I cannot stand that, especially when we're walking west. It's very nasty. What I also like about, walking up here, you got these small businesses. These, you got the homes on the other side. Very small apartments. Here it is, Riverdale Avenue. I did a walking video here, literally on the streets. I think it was 8 days ago. So if this intersection seems familiar to you, well, I was walking all the way this way. It was also on a cloudy day too. But hey, at least the rain stopped. In fact, let's just go on the west side, because I gotta walk to Chester Station anyway and go home. I've passed on Mexican food, like I said, but we're going to be getting together again for Sapan's birthday on Friday. We're going to a Chinese restaurant on the waterfront, Pearl Harbor. I've been there once, so got to get ready for that. So Wednesday I got my driving test. I gotta go to the one at Downsview Park. I'll see whatever plans I can make. Oh look, there's Riverdale Perk. As in like the coffee shop from Friends, Central Perk. And Thursday, I'm gonna go to St. Catharines. So I'm gonna try to make a walking video there. Might visit the shopping mall, the Penn Center, because there's like a couple elevators I want to film. So yeah, it's been an eventful past several days for me. And also, guys, I've been telling you a lot about a video project I've been working on. I visited every single Hudson's Bay store before it shuts down for good next weekend. And I was able to accomplish that feat. The video ended up being nearly 3 hours, so it's gonna be the longest ever video on my channel. So I'm going to release it for channel members maybe tomorrow, but next day. I still gotta work on the description, but rest assured it's pretty much ready. I've worked hard to make this video. Not just like by recording, exploring, and trying to evade sales associates and security. I mean, I've been busted like twice, but it was a great adventure. And also, having to go so far, right? Taking long bus rides, GO train rides, and so forth, and of course, spending money on other transit agencies. So this is the Riverdale Courts right here. So this must be like a historic house or something. And I think this here is Withrow Park on the right. By the way, my phone's at late 80s now, so I'm gonna unplug it here. Can't believe it, we're at the end of May. Even though we did get a little bit of summer weather last week, the week before, unfortunately hasn't really been the case with the weather going like just around like the the early teens mark. I really hope we can get back up to 20 degrees by June, because I really want to get back to wearing my shorts and stuff like that, enjoying the summer weather. It's almost here, folks, and also we're going to be halfway through 2025 very soon. And just like that, we'll be entering our 5th month of the year. All right, so now we're half a kilometer away from Danforth Avenue. So yeah, guys, stay tuned. Actually, by the time you see this, that video will already be up. So I'll give it up for my short group, for my small group of channel members. It doesn't hurt, by the way. I mean, just around $5 a month we'll be paying to view my exclusive content, unreleased videos, and get early access to special videos like the one I'm going to show you, where I visit every HBC location, documenting Canadian history, nostalgia before it's gone forever. Although I did hear that a mall owner in BC is looking to buy up to 28 leases and create a department store of her own. And well, it's not a bad idea, especially, you know, with all the multi-level stores, flagship stores. I mean, give it like a new life, but it's obviously it's not gonna be the same. Again, I didn't make any videos at Old City Hall and Osgoode Hall, just at City Hall, the new City Hall, because I filmed the elevators there. But check out Japan's stream. I was with him for pretty much the entire duration when we visited those attractions. I did leave briefly to try and get to Toronto Dominion Center, but I failed, so I decided to join Japan for Osgoode Hall. In the end, it worked out. Here's Hogarth Avenue. And also, you guys may remember Emily's friend, Mia, who came all the way from Manchester, England. I think this is her 5th or 6th visit here to Canada. Anyway, I'm gonna go over to Emily's house in Newcastle very soon, and then at some point they're gonna come to Toronto, so I'll try to make some videos. Oh, like black dogs, keeping an eye on this one here too. And what else? Oh yeah, His Majesty is coming here tomorrow. Well, to Ottawa, close enough, but to deliver the throne speech. The monarch hasn't done that since 1977, I think. But it's very important. I know a lot of people don't probably give a shit. I know a lot of you. I know some of you guys don't like Charles III, or maybe aren't a fan of him. I'm like, meh. But like him or not, I think what he's doing is gonna send a message to Donald Trump, because, you know, even though I don't really want to get into politics, I mean, our sovereignty is at stake. So normally when Parliament resumes, the throne speech is being read by our Governor General. But because of the the times that we're in, you know, Donald Trump just being a fucking pain in the ass. Well, the head of the King of Canada, our monarchy, which lies within our Constitution, so that's why the monarchies are important. His Majesty will be reading the speech itself and opening up Parliament for its 45th session. So I'm going to be watching that. I mean, this is a very, very historical moment for us, right? Because, you know, it just comes at very uncertain times, right? With our sovereignty, annexation. I don't even want to get into that shit. It's fucking ridiculous. But I think the king, even though I'm like neutral by him, I think he's probably going to set the tone. for Parliament, especially, and then for Canada, because we are a sovereign nation. So I will say to anybody of you that just says, "Oh, Canada should be a 51st day," fuck off. I don't want to hear your bullshit. It's that's what's gonna happen tomorrow and Tuesday. Well, Monday, he and the Queen are gonna arrive in Ottawa, partake in activities, and then Tuesday is the big day. And we made it to the Danforth. 20 minutes. Well, that's because I walk kind of slow. But hey, thank God it didn't rain again. Sun's out. For me? Oh. That was weird. Oh, that was weird. I guess they were just meeting them up. Anyway, here's Logan Avenue. I mean, Danforth Avenue. Excuse me. Anyway, I just missed the light here. But here we are. This is a very happening place. I'm not sure they saw me that I was filming and like, stop recording. I mean, I literally passed them like minutes ago, which is weird. I thought they were just talking to me, but I don't know. They could be lying. Either way, I'm just about to wrap this up anyway. So wait a second. Okay, we're gonna wrap it up now. Again, that was fucking weird. I thought they were referring to me because she literally said stop recording. And I thought, that was directed at me. Unless she was probably like joking or whatever, but I don't know. You can't tell by freaking people these days. Sometimes they're full of shit. So that's why, as Ultimate Fault always say, I hate people equally. So I feel the same way as him. But anyway, guys, that's it for me. I'm gonna walk to the subway now. It's a few minutes away. So guys, thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. Stay tuned for more videos. Check out my others as well. And I'll see you guys on the next one. And take care. Adios. And bye-bye.